What's up, everybody? Well, I got another FIREBAT mini PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to check out some Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Now, it did not run very good on the Steam Deck, and it was barely getting over 30 FPS in the little tutorial area where it's teaching how to play, which is basically a small, tiny little area and nothing but grass. So, I mean, unless I guess it could ironically be the freaking hardest to run place, but I seriously doubt that. So I thought to myself, nah, we'll just stay in this area even with that. It was getting anywhere from 34 to 38. And I think maybe a couple times it even hit 40. But still, once you get past that area, I think there's gonna be plenty of times where it's dropping into the 25, 26 range. And that's a little too low for me personally. But I don't really think this thing's gonna do too much better, since it's probably gonna run out of VRAM. I think this game is probably gonna be VRAM hungry, and probably CPU intensive, but this thing's CPU is still pretty powerful. I think this thing's basically on par with the one in my Asus G15 Advantage, like single core and everything. I'd have to test that, but I think I did like some tests and it seemed very similar. I think this thing still has a slight edge in single core performance though. I'd have to test it again though, I'm not 100 on that. But anyway, let's stop blabbing and let's get into the game and see how this thing runs.
So we'll try 1080p out first. I don't know how well it'll work. Hopefully it'll be similar to the Asus Ally-X, but the only thing we can do is go and see. But let's get through these settings first. And look at that, already done with them. So let's go hop ourselves into the game now. So here we go. It's getting like 22 to 23. And if we weren't recording, it'd probably get like 24, 25. So it would probably match the Ally-X in this. But just because it matches it similarly, and well, it's dropping even lower here, but in some spots it can match it. But I think we can all notice the frame time is going absolutely bananas, so that is not good either. But of course we are out of VRAM, so that makes sense. But we'll still get at least a little bit of gameplay here, because some people might still think this is completely fine. Just because I don't like it doesn't make it completely unplayable for everybody, but I wouldn't have too much fun like this. All right. All right, though. Why don't we go ahead and drop it down to 900p now? Well, now here we go with 900p medium settings. See how it does this time around. If it can stay under that 4 gigs of RAM limit, it usually does it okay, but it can still have those RAM little stutters, and I cannot figure out what those are, but I guess we'll see what it does. So, to the game. Here's 900p now. And we are using OBS, so it is going to lose a couple frames. So it'd probably stay like 32, 34 most of the time, drop down to maybe 28. Every once in a while, maybe. But still probably wouldn't be able to stay above 30 everywhere in the game, I doubt. And we're still getting horrid frame times, because we're still getting too close to that memory cap. That's just so crazy. Wish there was some way to hack past that 4 gig of RAM limit with 32 gigs, but I guess with how much RAM Windows uses in the background, they wanted it to just have enough RAM to make Windows work, so that's probably why they did that. But I mean, it works fine on my Ally-X, and that has less RAM than this thing. So, I don't know. That doesn't really make any sense. I'm just trying to think of reasons why it's like that. Alright though, why don't we move on to 720p? 720p now, on low settings. So let's have a quick look at the rest of them real fast. I turned pretty much everything else off too. So there we are. Let's get ourselves into that game. Here we go. 720p, low settings. And it does seem to be getting alright-ish FPS. Frame times are still pretty bad, but better than they were before at least. But I still don't think it would be able to stay at a constant 30 throughout the whole game. So, And at least right now we're nowhere near the memory limit, so the little frame time inconsistency shouldn't be because of VRAM. Stretchy stretch. Well, alright. Why don't we move on to a little camera now?
Now let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay without anything messing around. No OBS taking any FPS or any VRAM or anything, because I swear we were using like 3.2 or 3 point something, like 3.3 before. Maybe it's because I just started. But yeah, I still don't think we'd stay over 30 FPS with this either once we get out of this area. Because this is just a small little grassy area. So... oh yeah, it's starting to fill the RAM pool up. It was probably just... and then it does weird shit like that with the frame time, so I don't know. I don't think most people would like that either very much. Oh, there it is. Didn't use it in time. There we go. Yeah. We dropped down to 32 just from that here. Oh yeah. We would be at droppins'. Damn, missed it. Damn, missed again. Alright, LT and B. I have reclaimed my memories of combat, and now I bid this world adieu. Alright, now it's time for some of their famous 30 locked little cutscenes here.
俺たちのクロス衣装震えてるんだよね。
あんた持ってるんだろ。カオスを倒す。
By the power of our
これ
crystals.
が俺の使命だ。
俺も。
ああ、俺も同じだ。俺はジャック。
ジェイド。
アッシュ。
Yeah, it still seems to do even those weird frame time skips even during little 30 FPS cutscenes. Man. Alright. Appeal to the King of Corneria to hunt down chaos. But they refused! Ah. A travesty, I tell you. Ah. We're on a boat, motherfucker. That's a pretty cool weapon. But in any case, even though we ended on a cutscene, I'd say it's about time for us to wrap this video on up. And then we can get to a more powerful PC that can actually hopefully handle this game. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. And it still ran pretty poorly on here, but still got, you know, above 30 most of the time that I saw. But then I got, right as soon as I shut the camera off, got through some cutscenes because I wanted it to autosave and not just be stuck in the damn tutorial area anymore. But then I noticed running around the King's Chamber, it looks like I'm running around at like 5 frames per second. It looked really funny. But then I bring the menu up and everything was fine. And then I went back out, everything is all slow again. So yeah, that would not have been very enjoyable. Funny enough, it said we were getting like 41 to 58 FPS depending on where I was looking in the King's Chamber. Again though, that's a small little concealed room, not like out in the open or in a city or anything like that. So I still think it will drop like crazy once we get to a harder to run area. But hey, we'll see how the little small form factor PC handles it, because that is next. So that is all for this video though. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out guys.